What's up, True to NY Sports? We are live once again Monday night. Myself, the one and only Lou DiMartino, the white guy boogie. Boys, another show, another Monday. We've made it to number 12. Man, what do we... Yeah, episode 12. Crazy, man. Sorry. I think I just had you guys muted for a second. No one wanted to hear you. I unmuted. Okay, I unmuted you guys now, so we're okay.
Are you sure we're okay? Can everyone hear us out there?
Yeah, you could hear you. I could see the volumes going up now. I was wondering why only one volume. I was trying to sabotage the show, you know.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's all right. Whatever. Speaking of sabotage, let's talk about the NFL draft and how the Jets have sabotaged.
Sabotage!
Their chance. Listen,
there you guys go again with the sabotage.
Listen to me. I think, listen, Boog, I'm with you. I think this is the best thing that happened to them.
This is great for them,
This is awesome.
You guys are crazy.
Listen, they had, I forgot which, the former GM of the Jets today. I was listening to ESPN on the way. And he was kind of saying, like, you know, listen, I know it's not the popular pick. He goes, but I'm going the kid out of Oregon. He goes, when I was there, I drafted two offensive linemen. I think that was the year that they took Nick Mangold and what was the other kid's name? The left tackle. Because Mangold was the center. Who was the left tackle? The big left tackle they drafted the same class, and they built around the quarterback. I think that's what they need to do. Sam Darnold has not had an offensive line, has not had a legitimate running back, and if you tell me Le'Veon Bell was a legitimate running back, just shoot yourself. Okay?
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore. The best wide receiver he's had is who? Robbie Anderson, who's a number two.
Didn't Frank Gore just pass somebody in the last game?
Yeah, because he's been playing. Yeah, because he's been playing since Jesus was playing.
Frank Gore's been around for the last 25 years.
Frank Gore's a great man.
Yeah, he was great back in 1992 when he was still playing.
Listen. The thing is that, listen, it's already over, right? Jet fans don't have to worry about the first pick anymore because it's not going to be them. They're probably going to get the second pick. And,
no, they're locked into the second pick. That's it. One and two is locked up. That's it. They're locked.
Right. So the plan now for the Jets is that there's no Trevor Lawrence, which Sam Darnold should actually be very happy about because I think he legit wants to stay with New York. The problem
I think that was his motivation. I'm like, bro,
I agree with
that. If he plays good and he wins games, guess what? You're going to stay.
Right, so, and he's been playing very, very well. Actually, the whole Jets team has been playing well because I think they all just started talking to each other, saying, "Hey, listen, if we don't get our act together and we go 0-16, I don't think any of us are going to have jobs next season."
Except for Adam Gase.
I mean, do you guys think that had anything to do with the Browns not even like checking into that game? Because it seemed like they weren't even like locked in either.
Well, here's the thing.
The Jets did play well, but I'm just saying.
The Browns did everything they could to lose that game. I don't care how many people were injured. They did everything they could to lose that game yesterday.
They did.
Right. But let me ask you about this whole situation with the Browns. Was it fair to the Browns to even play yesterday's game considering how many COVID calls they got?
Yeah, because they probably considered the Jets as being like a varsity team, not knowing that the Jets are actually not that bad as it seems. I mean, because they had a lot of close leads that they gave away, so their record could have been a lot different than now. Yeah. I mean, obviously the fans were rooting for them to be getting Trevor Lawrence and everything, but I mean, just think about it. They gave away tons of games. This season. The real Jets
fans weren't rooting for Trevor Lawrence. I know someone in particular that I'm thinking about is very vocal on the page. One is Fred Wande. He is not. He's probably one of the truest Jets fans I know. Year in, year out, win or lose, he rides and dies by them. But here's my thing: Trevor Lawrence was not. Listen. Jesus, you could take Patrick Mahomes right now and put him on the Jets. It's not changing. It's a stagnant franchise.
Patrick Mahomes is a God. So
you could put God at quarterback right now. It would not make a difference for the Jets.
I don't know. Sam Darnold's winning games right now, so I don't know.
Yeah, I just think it's two teams. Honestly, you got two teams back to back, and I think hear me out. I think the Jets caught two teams back-to-back that looked past them. Look at it this way. I think the Rams looked past them
because get no credit.
No, I mean they do, but here's my thing: is that the Rams played them last week, overlooking the Jets, looking at the big game this past weekend with the Seattle Seahawks, and what happened? They lost 2 games. I would not be surprised if the Browns were doing the same thing, looking at next week. a big game at that time. They're looking, their scoreboard watching. They see, my Colts. We wound up losing the game. I get it. But my Colts were up big on the Steelers. Okay.
Oh wait, did the Colts lose yesterday?
Yeah, they did, but
there was a certain sports host yesterday saying that they were gonna destroy.
They did. They shouldn't have lost, but whatever. And like I told you yesterday,
didn't somebody pick for the Steelers to beat the Colts?
I think you and I did, Bug.
I do believe that.
I think we did. Yeah.
Do I have to say one word? Cowboys.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, let's listen.
Okay.
Let's talk about this real quick. Okay.
Oh my God.
So for all you football fans, if you don't know what the situation is, let me explain to you what the situation is for the New York Giants now. So if the Washington football teams, first off, Washington football team got moved to Sunday night. Okay, because it's the biggest game during Week 17. Washington football team wins, they're in. Simple as that. If Washington loses to Philadelphia,
which they're going to.
Which they're not. I don't think they're going to. The winner of the Cowboys-Giants game.
Oh, that becomes a huge game.
The playoffs.
That becomes a huge game. So
not only makes the playoffs, but gets a home game.
But gets a home game.
Gets a home game.
Number 4 seed. So if the Giants, when the Giants beat the Cowboys on Sunday,
that's cute.
I like that confidence.
That's adorable.
Right. And then
that's
the
cute.
Washington football team loses,
isn't it amazing the hate
Eagles.
of a Colts fan that wants the Cowboys to win just so that you say that the Giants don't make it? Come on.
And you know what the sick part about all this is too? Is that if the Giants go to the playoffs, they're still at this point, because their record is so bad, they're going to get like a top 10 pick. Because their record is so bad. That's the funny part too about this whole thing.
No, listen, you guys. The Cowboys are winning the division. It's end of the day. It's the Cowboy. My boss just walked in. He happens to be a Cowboys fan. That's who I'm giving a fist bump to. The Cowboys are winning the division. They are set up. Like I told you guys off the air, they have the most poised and veteran quarterback of the group. Listen, say what you want. Andy Dalton is a not a stud quarterback, but he's a very good, serviceable quarterback, and he has the best weapons of anyone that's playing. He's a great back.
He threw for 400 yards yesterday.
I know that because he's got the best weapons available to any of the quarterbacks that are playing right now. He has the best wide receiving core and arguably the best running back available. I'll take Elliott.
Are we talking about Ezekiel Elliott? Because Ezekiel is not the same Ezekiel.
First of all, I had Ezekiel Elliott on my fantasy team, and please don't tell me how good Ezekiel Elliott is.
It doesn't matter. How did
trash this year? I'm sorry.
I get it.
You cannot try to defend.
He is nothing without Dak.
I'm sorry, and I got the stats to prove that.
No, listen, I get it. Listen, here's the thing: the defense, all the
Elliott.
defense did this year. Listen, the defenses made Andy Dalton beat you. Okay, just like they're gonna do with every other team. Like just the way that. Yesterday, Carolina forced Dwayne Haskins to beat them, and he couldn't do it. He made the Carolina defense look like the 85 Bears.
Yeah, how's Dwayne Haskins doing, by the way? Oh, that's right. He's unemployed like all of us now.
Yeah, great. Good job. Hopefully
let's get him on the show.
Yeah, hopefully that stimulus check will help him.
About this real quick. I have to tell you real quick. Giant fans, I said this yesterday too if you watched the show.
Yeah.
You were all saying how Dwayne Haskins should have been the one to been picked over Daniel Jones, and now look at it. Dwayne Haskins is officially unemployed. Was drafted by the Washington football team 2 years ago and cut. That means Mr. Rivera is like, this kid is not what this organization is about. Even if you watched the game yesterday during the Washington football game, 2 interceptions on 150 yards. The kid looks lost. Okay, he doesn't look lost. He doesn't look comfortable. Dwayne Haskins is not a good number 1 quarterback. He is a good third-string quarterback, in my opinion.
I just think it was a bad system for him. I really do.
I was just about to say that.
I think it's a bad system for him. I think with the right system, the right everything, I think he could be serviceable. Serviceable. I don't think he's going to go on to have a long NFL career. He's going to get another shot, but he's going to get another shot as a backup, and he's going to have to, again, hope for an injury or something like that. That's just the way it is.
Jeff Scarola says that Daniel Jones isn't good either. But let me ask you a question. Would you rather have on the field right now as your starting quarterback Daniel Jones or Haskins?
Andy Dalton.
Oh my God! Stop it,
Let me tell you something. Y'all can talk trash about Daniel Jones all y'all want, but the dude is talented, man. Like, he's not a great yet. You know what I'm saying? But he has.
He's never going to be a great. So let's stop it. He's never going to be.
Phillip Rivers is a great. So yeah.
Listen, this is
Phillip Rivers has had a long career.
The guy who
And you
said
think
that,
Daniel Jones can't have a long career?
No, I
the
don't
guy
think
who said that Eli Manning
is the most overrated quarterback in the history of.
Even
Listen
though
to me.
he's won
So
two
this
Super
is-
So
Bowls.
how about this? How about this? Do yourself a favor when you guys get a chance off the air, okay? And anyone watching the show, Google the following: most overrated quarterbacks in NFL history, okay? And do me a favor, and the first article that pops up from Sports Illustrated, please scroll down to number 10. Number 10. Let me guess. Let me give you a guess at who it is. He played on the Giants and is the most overrated quarterback I've ever seen play in my life.
Just
God
remember,
thank God
just
that's opinion.
remember that your Peyton Manning on your Colts got you only one Super Bowl.
Because of a guy named Tom
Just-
Brady.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, Eli
Doesn't
Manning
matter.
beat Tom Brady twice.
Twice, two
No.
times.
He
I don't wanna hear
your
it.
defense won.
Stop it.
Your defense
Oh,
won.
our defense threw them touchdowns.
Your
I hate
defense.
it.
Stop
I
it.
hate
Your
you.
defense.
I hate you.
Two bullshit
Stop.
plays. Two bullshit plays.
Wow.
Stop.
But
it.
any other case.
Anyway.
I applaud the Jets for doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's trying to improve.
All right, can
now, what the one thing I want to say is though, does this late season run save Gase's job?
Absolutely not.
His job was safe no matter what. Stop. He's got pictures of Johnson, like I don't know.
Whoa.
No, the
No,
owner,
listen, I-
Woody
listen,
Johnson. I mean,
I
there's no way.
said
There's no
this.
safe way around that. His name is Woody Johnson.
What Joe is saying right now, I've been literally saying since episode 1 of Sports Talk. Adam Gase has to have something on this team that he is still the head coach.
They have fired defensive coordinator. They fired
Especially-
everybody.
Especially if Adam Gase is still the coach going into next year. If he's not fired by next Monday after the season is over for the Jets,
If he survives Black Monday, Jets fans should all they should all burn their stuff in
No,
protest.
I have a strange feeling that dude's keeping his job.
there's no way he can.
Yo, and I'm gonna be laughing.
They fired the Lions head coach after he was 5-5. And Adam Gase is staying on the team after being 0-13.
That's a different organization,
And
man.
yeah, that's an organization that has half a brain cell.
Right? It's.
But could we listen to me? We only got a couple minutes left on football, and we want to jump on to NBA because we got some crazy stuff going on in the NBA right now.
Wait, before the NBA,
Could
while
we
we're
talk about the
talking
real football team from New York, the one
I
that's
was gonna
playing
say.
tonight?
You
Oh
mean
yes.
The
Buffalo Bills.
only real true New York team. Okay.
Well, they're kind of a Canada.
No, they are from Buffalo, New York. They play in Buffalo, New York. They don't play in.
And
They don't play in the
notorious for
Meadowlands, which is
loving-
located in New Jersey.
They're notorious for loving losing Super Bowls.
That's fine, but they make them. They make it to him. You know.
Specifically
so do
4
the
in a row.
Giants. So do the Giants.
Whatever.
The Bills lost
I'm
4
just
Super
saying.
Bowls. In a row.
Listen,
Let's
you do,
let's
listen.
go
Not for
crazy.
nothing. Let's not discredit that. Do you know what it is to make to 4 consecutive Super Bowls?
No, I know it's very tough.
That's incredibly tough to do.
And it's more incredible that
To
they kept-
lose all of them, that's crazy.
they
That's
lose
even
them
worse.
And then have the goal to go back again.
Yeah, like they didn't have enough.
With the same quarterback too.
But I must
that's-
say though, with a 7-point spread, I'm definitely picking Bills to.
Something. Listen, I know that yesterday we all picked the Bills. If you guys didn't watch yesterday, please join us every Sunday morning for the lock. We did not do too good with our picks yesterday. I mean, Boogie's the only one with a chance to finish above 500.
Yes, I'm 5-1.
Definitely.
Let's not fast talk it.
Yeah,
I'm
def-
5-1.
Yeah, definitely
And
not
if-
as good as
and if the
week
Bills
1.
Defeat the Patriots.
You'll
I'm
be
6-5-1.
Wow,
and I
congratulations!
grew
I'm
of the
glad
week.
that math class worked for you,
I
Boogie.
am
You
the
added
guru of
1
the
plus
week.
5 and
Yeah,
got
you're the
6.
guru of the week, but you're not still. I'm still beating you overall.
But I'm guru of the week.
Yeah,
Alright, you
great.
can-
That's
And
great.
I gained the game against you. So there you go.
All right. Anyway, I know we all picked it, but here's my
but-
thing. 7. Listen, when it looks like a duck, talks like a duck, sounds like a duck, usually is a duck. Listen, if we learned anything from our special guest yesterday, it's
She's the truth.
sometimes she picked the Bengals and she picked the Jets. We all looked at her like she was nuts, and I mean,
And look at that, she won that.
And she won those. But-
Okay, but at the same time, I know we're throwing in the only winning team in New York, but could we kind of skipped over the fact that the Giants stunk it up again?
Yeah, they played absolutely hard.
Yeah, I was trying to give them like the break and not mention that.
Let's not give them a break because you know what? That almost ruined my Sunday. Okay.
Almost ruined. It should have ruined your Sunday.
Like,
something saved your Sunday last night.
I'm a Giants fan and I'm a realist. All right. Like it's not like I went in there expecting them to win. I expected them to compete. Like they didn't even compete. Like the defense was terrible. The defense was horrible. And then like the offense. Daniel Jones still showed that he can't run. He ran the ball one time. Like this.
Listen to me, but that's hold on, but that's
bothering me.
That's no, you know what's bothering me is what you just said. What position does Daniel Jones play?
Listen.
No. I asked you a question.
I'm answering your question. Yeah. It's besides the point because that's part of his game. That's the same thing if you're going to say what position does Lamar Jackson play? Like he runs the ball. That's part of his game. And Daniel Jones, that's part of his game. He's not a pocket passer. He's a guy that throws the ball and he runs the ball. So if he's not running the ball, that's only half of his game.
I love a mom and dad fight. That's
half of his game. So don't tell me he's not the running back. That's part of his fucking game.
It's not his game. That's he didn't do that at Duke. He did not do that at Duke.
He should not be playing if he's only playing half of his game. I'm sorry.
I disagree, but I think the Giants.
The defense didn't even show up anyway.
No, the defense did not show up. Listen, you know what? Listen.
They made Lamar Jackson look like last year Lamar Jackson.
But Lamar Jackson since Lamar Jackson
credit, they're good.
Yeah, listen, since Lamar Jackson, I don't want to get into Baltimore, but ever since Lamar Jackson came back from COVID, he has been a completely different player. Different player.
They was the favorites last year before the Chiefs took over. So let's not act like they're terrible.
Speaking of favorites, could we talk about the the favorites or bookie in your eyes, a favorite in the NBA, one Brooklyn Nets. Okay, what happened last night? I think they kind of lost to a. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'll give you a better depiction of what the Nets season has come to. You ready? Hold on.
Short corner step back three. Miles made 4 straight threes tail end of the game last night. Irving upset, didn't get the call.
Watching? Oh, that's terrible. That's just terrible. That's terrible.
This is. I hope that Net fans see this.
Do you see that? Boogie, hold on. I'm gonna leave it on so you can see the replay. Hold on. Wait a second. Are you ready? Ready? Here it comes.
Durant coming. Hold on. He's going to have resistance.
In your face.
Punch it through, young fella.
Rozier, listen to me. Durant was like, he tried to lame duck it at the end because he's like, shit, I don't want to be on the end of a poster. And he ended up on the end of a poster.
Do you realize when you
no doubt about it, like a gentleman.
Yeah, I know, but when you're Kevin Durant, you can't take those chances.
And Terry Rozier's like 6'3".
Yeah, like he was like that was like Spud Webb dunking on Dikembe.
Terry Rozier ain't a good player.
He's a good player, but listen,
he's a solid player, but he's just
a good player. But look, let's not act like this one game determines the fact that they're not still one of the deepest teams in the league, and they're going to prove it. They're going to prove it now because you see what's going on tonight.
Kevin Durant got dunked on so hard he's not even playing tonight.
No, he needed a rest, and I said this before the season started. I told you, this is why I didn't put them as number 1 seed, because they're going to be resting these guys. They're going to rest them for the playoffs. I told you.
Nah, listen.
They're sitting down today.
I'll be honest with you. I think the Dinwiddie injury.
And now you're going to see how deep this team.
I think the Dinwiddie trade is definitely gonna affect them. Here's my thing, Boog. I think next year this team is going to be a dangerous team. Okay.
They're dangerous now, bro.
No, they're not. They're still learning.
They're gonna pick up somebody like Isaiah Thomas or something.
They're still learning. Yeah, but that's a problem. Oh, that's good. Why don't you go? Well, yeah, that's good. That's like picking up Odell Beckham. Why don't you just add cancer to the locker room? That guy has not lasted on any team.
Kyrie.
Nah, well, you're gonna add toxic. Listen, I know 2 negatives make a positive, but not in that case, my friend. Two negatives. I mean,
I just threw that name up there. It's not like
no. I'm just saying, but I listen. I think next year they'll be a solid team. This team needs to gel. This team needs to learn how to play. Okay.
So what part did you not see that they're playing solid?
Listen, they're playing solid. Who have they played? Who have they played? Who have they played? Good.
They play NBA.
They played the Celtics.
Okay, they played the Celtics,
who I pick as number 1 for the East.
Okay, and then who are the other 2 teams they played?
They played the
Warriors,
the Warriors,
and the Charlotte Hornets. They played one legitimate team.
They defeated that team.
They did. They defeated. That's great. Games like last night.
Are they 2-1 or are they not 2-1?
That's fine. They're 2-1. But games like last night go a long way. Just like they're gonna go a long way for the same team that's on your hat. Okay? They had no business beating that team last night. Not only, but they did. But that shows me again. That shows me a lot. Listen to me. In a shortened season, for teams, games like that cannot be taken for granted. I get what you're saying about the whole, we're gonna rest people, we're gonna this, we're gonna that. You can't do that in a shortened season, Boog. You can't do it.
Teams that are on the fringe of the playoffs, yes, I agree. But teams like that, they have nothing to worry about, man. You're gonna tell me that you envision a playoff scenario where the Nets are not in the top 8? I'm
not saying that. They're gonna be in the top 8 because
it don't matter where they finish. It don't matter. They're literally the best team in the East.
I get that, but you want. I know again.
Celtics, I believe, is the best team. But
listen.
It's Milwaukee Bucks.
They're gonna defeat them. Bucks showed that they're not the best.
Oh my God! It's one game, Boogie. The Milwaukee Bucks are gonna end up.
That's what I just said. It's one game, and that's close to the.
But my thing, Boog, is this: is that listen right now? Okay, yeah, we're playing in front of empty arenas. I get it, right?
No home court advantage.
No home court advantage, nothing. But here's the thing. You got a 60-game season that's going to play out till, what, May? Roughly? April, May?
Is it 60 or is it 72?
No, it's 72.
It's 72? I thought it was 60. Okay, I'm sorry.
10 less games, bro. 10 less games. You're making that big of a
deal. But what I'm saying is 72.
10 less games.
So 72 games, you got to figure what? It's going to go till about May? Right?
Yeah.
Come May, there may be people in the stands. We hope to see people in the stands.
It might make a difference then.
It might make a difference then.
But at the end of the day, this team is better than the majority of the teams in the East.
Yeah, I get it. Listen.
They're gonna Joe next year.
I missed last week's show, the NBA show. I couldn't make it, unfortunately. I have a different opinion. I don't have the Nets as high as you guys. I honestly see the Nets as like a 6 seed. I really do. I see the Nets as a 6 seed.
That's a little.
Can we put a wager on that?
No, I don't need to wager anything.
Wager on that because I definitely would.
I don't see it. I don't see it because here's the thing. I don't see it. I don't see Kyrie and KD getting through a full season with no problems. And here's the thing: is that their supporting cast is good, okay? But their supporting cast last year did well because they didn't have the 2 superstars on the floor. These guys, they're not. I don't know if they're gonna flow with their game.
Who's higher? 6. You get killed on a page 6.
That's fine. You want me to tell you who the 5 above them is? I got the Bucks ahead of them. I got the Celtics ahead of them. Okay. I have. Let me just run through it. I have the Heat ahead of them. I have. Hold on. I have it written down. Give me 1 second. Listen to me. Unlike many people on this show,
I'm still waiting for the next 2.
I don't hide behind stats. I shoot them out.
Listen. You
I'm
guys
still waiting for these 2.
Hold on.
Boogie thinks that the Nets are going to the NBA championship.
They're gonna They're gonna lose to the Lakers. They're
not going to the NBA championship this year, Boogie.
I got them behind. I got them behind. You call me crazy. I got them behind Philly and Atlanta.
I'm calling you crazy.
That's crazy.
I got Atlanta at least sneaking in as the 8th seed.
Nah, I think Atlanta.
I got killed.
I think Atlanta is going to be. I think I have them as the 5 seed.
They're making the playoffs.
Listen, Atlanta's making the playoffs.
Not higher than the Nets.
They're making the playoffs.
Whatever you did today, don't do it no more because
whatever you're smoking, Joe. Let me tell you why the Atlanta Hawks aren't going.
You guys said the same thing about me when I said that 3 weeks ago. I called the Dallas Cowboys winning the division.
Okay, great. And the clock is right twice a day, Joe.
Yeah.
You're
not
even right yet.
I'm Jesus.
You're not even right yet.
I am Jesus. I'm like Fergie and Jesus mixed.
People in the chat, if you ever run into Joe, just give him a couple of quarters to put in his cup because the guy.
If you think the Atlanta Hawks, listen, the Atlanta Hawks team average is like 23 years old. They are not finishing in the top 5 in the East. There are way too many good experienced teams for them to finish. Why? Because they're 3-0. They started off 3-0. That now all of a sudden
even the Cavs are 3-0.
Right. Right. I mean, come on.
So
No.
what? The Cavs are top 5 too, Joe?
No, stop. I think they have.
According to my car.
Listen,
Cavs
I think
are top five
Cleveland.
team.
I think Cleveland has a very bright future with Sexton and who's the other
So
kid?
you're comparing them with the Nets?
No. That's not what I said. I said I think they have a bright future, but they still have to build. I think right now it's an admiration. I think they're overachieving right now. I think they play the Knicks, right? So what are we going to say? That's a battle for first place? I mean, come on, let's be realistic. Those are two teams that we didn't expect to come out the gate hot. But right now, it's
you forget about the Magic.
Anthony just said, don't forget about the Magic too. 3-0. You know that Gordon guy is gonna really get them
See his
far.
hair? You know what I'm saying?
It's the fro, bro. It's the fro. Watch out.
You guys are nuts.
Watch out.
No, we're nuts, but you think Atlanta's going to finish higher than the Nets?
I do. When it happened,
you won't put nothing at stake.
No, I don't. I don't need to.
That means you don't believe it.
No. I am a.
Nets going to be 2 seed.
No. My
The Bucks showed
my
their
gambling days are
weakness.
behind me.
Lou, didn't I just tell you about the Bucks? I told you that shooting is so inconsistent. They're so bad. The Knicks.
It's only 3 games in the season.
All right, here we go. Boog.
You know
Boog,
what?
I got
Let
it.
me let them shoot 3.
Here, we'll
What
do this.
happened with the Clippers yesterday?
Boogie, we'll do it. Well, that.
No Kawhi, and they definitely took the night off.
Well, you got
Apparently.
Paul George.
Yeah.
Apparently.
They only scored 21 points in the second
Playoff
half.
P? Playoff P?
Yeah, hold on.
I-
Boog,
that's what
hold on,
you want?
Boog. You want to make a wager?
Well, you gotta stick to the wager I just put up so far.
What was that?
You said the Nets are gonna be 6 seed with Atlanta finishing higher than them.
Yes. Jersey for jersey?
That's
What
crazy.
Jersey? What jersey?
Well,
You a Bulls fan?
yeah, I'm a Bulls fan.
What, you want me to get a Bulls jersey?
You're gonna buy me a Bulls jersey, bro.
Buy
Actually,
you a
I'm.
Bulls jersey? You buy me, so you gonna buy me a Knicks jersey when
Yes.
the Nets finish? When
Yes.
the Nets finish higher than 6 seed?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait for my new jersey.
Joe, you just lost a jersey. There's no way to hold it.
Yes.
No, I mean I'll make it up for it because my.
Yo, chat,
You know.
help me out. I want you guys to pick out the jersey that Joe buys me. Okay? So I want you to put down which jersey you want Joe to buy me.
And
That's
speaking of
exactly what I'm
merchandise,
gonna
you should
wear.
check out our merchandise on TrueNewYorkSports.com.
Okay, Biggs.
Yes. This guy is crazy. I can't
Crazy.
believe I'm listening to this right now.
All right, listen.
On an
Let's,
actual show that's on that people are viewing. That you said Atlanta's going to finish higher.
Yeah, I believe it. I think they made the right moves. I think that they're a young, hungry team. I think they made great moves in the offseason. They added good veterans. Okay, and I think that they have a legit and you know what? Offensively, they can keep up with anybody.
all right, Joe, no problem. But hey, can we talk about the real New York sports basketball team and how they actually look pretty decent? Even though, listen, they blew a lead against the Pacers. They were winning that game at the half. They beat the Bucks yesterday, though. They don't look as bad as I think a lot of people think. And I gotta say, Boogie hates on Julius Randle, and Julius Randle been bringing them rebounds and bringing them points.
Yeah,
Boogie, what do you think?
Yeah, thanks.
First of all, let's be realistic here. Don't tell me you don't cringe every time you see him bringing the ball up the court because you know what's arriving. He's going to do a spin move and lose the ball. So lately,
That's a 3-point
Thibodeau
line.
must have took him to the side, showed him some film, and said, "Listen, stop doing this. Pass the ball." And lately, he's been doing that. Like, you notice his assist numbers have been up, his turnovers have been down. Like, that's all I ask for. Because, like, he acts like a wild animal when he runs up the court, spin moves, thinking he can just make the shot. He just turns the ball over constantly. So right now, I have to admit, he has improved. He has improved his game. He showed up this year in shape. Even Thibodeau said he was one of the top shape guys outside of Quickly and Toppin. He was one of the guys that arrived in the camp in tip-top shape, ready to play, and he's listening to the coach. The coach is the biggest difference on this team right now.
I
Of course,
agree.
I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I know we're not a great team, so don't think that that's what I'm saying. But all I'm saying is,
Going in the right
what,
direction.
What I'm watching right now is exactly what I was trying to like. This is what I was anticipating watching them improve as a team, other than the shit show from last year. You know, now they're actually showing that they're trying. I see effort on the court. I see a direction. I see some type of improvement, and that's all I ask for. That, of course, they're not going to defeat the Bucks if they play the Bucks tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, obviously the Bucks are a better team. But they did expose them on their weaknesses yesterday. Exactly what I said. So in the playoff time, when the Bucks play a real good team, that's exactly what they're going to do to them. I mean, I like Holiday.
Right, and listen, RJ Barrett too. The first game at that first half, he went 8 for 8 with 20 points, looked great, and then the next game he went 1 for 9, and it was just like, oh man, like.
No, next game he went 2 for 15.
Well, no, I'm saying 1 for 9 at the half,
Yeah,
and then he went 2 for 15 for the game.
But what I like about it is he didn't get down the fact that he was doing his John Starks impression. He started getting rebounds. He was passing the ball. He was hustling on defense. So he didn't play one-sided, and that's key, especially for a young player like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's clanking it up, and he's still shooting it. So he's still got the heart to just keep shooting. And then what happened this game? He played well. He played well.
Don't underestimate the effect of Tom Thibodeau, guys. The guy's a legitimate coach. Okay, the Knicks, the first 2 games, you were saying that they had the lead against the Pacers. The Knicks themselves. What are you laughing at, Lou?
I can't stop laughing at Jeff Carola's comment because apparently you got to. Joe's take just lost a few viewers.
We're at the most we've ever had.
I know. So imagine if you don't say that stupid shit. Yeah. We have more people fucking on.
I bring viewers. Controversy causes cash. Listen to me.
That's not controversy. That's lunaticism.
Whatever.
I just made a word.
That's how you get screwed. That's how you.
I gotta look at this fucking definition that Boogie just said on the fucking definition.com. Lunatism.
Yeah, listen. That's how you get that Scrooge McDuck money. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Oh my lordy.
Anywho, so listen, real quick. So like I was saying, the Knicks, they played against the Pacers. They blew that first half lead. That seems to be the Knicks. Like they come out strong the first half, and then if they do have the lead or whatnot, that second half they just can't seem to put the nail, keep the foot on the gas or just keep it going. Yesterday you watched, and Boog, you commented on the page yesterday. Someone was saying the Knicks are looking good, and you said, yeah, there's still the second half. Because you as a diehard Knicks fan, you are so accustomed to that second half letdown where they kind of just lay an egg, and yesterday they didn't do it. And like I said, what is it something to hang your hat on? Absolutely. I think it was a great step, and you hope to see them build on it. Maybe Thibodeau does something. And you know what? We were talking about it preseason. His biggest thing was he doesn't play the young guys. He's been playing them. He's been playing them. Listen, Julius Randle, Elfrid Payton have been that veteran presence, if you want to call it that, on this team. But, listen, I think Barrett needs to shoot a little bit less. I'd like to see him facilitate a little bit more. His shooting is just, he's got to work on it.
He has.
Even at Duke, I'm not crazy about his release is weird.
Like he changed that. That's what he worked on.
It's still to me. It still looks awkward. It's not like Sean Marion awkward, but it's awkward. So it's But
can we talk about how Obi Toppin hasn't even been playing?
That's crazy. The guy was in my dealership the other day. That's crazy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
This is what I mean though. You see how Toppin, who was in the plans, he sat down because he's hurt, right? Quickly, who catapulted himself into the roster, he's now hurt. Now, obviously, Frank Ntilikina and Dennis Smith Jr. are in the doghouse. Like, obviously, they didn't crack the rotation for Thibodeau. Dennis Smith Jr. didn't do nothing when he had the opportunity, right? He got hurt. So now, finally, Frank Ntilikina is getting time. What did Frank do? He had an amazing game yesterday. So, this is my thing. Thibodeau is definitely not going towards he makes this amount of money or this, that, whatever. He's going to whoever's the hot hand, whoever's gonna help my team win. That's the guy who's gonna play. Look at Alec Burks, man. Like when they signed Alec Burks, I was like, okay, they signed.
Like, what's the point of that, right?
This guy is averaging over 20 a game. Like, what did this?
Well, listen, Alec Burks when he was in Utah, was all right.
But 20 a game?
No,
like,
maybe not. But
right now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: 20 a game in Utah wasn't possible because of the team that he was surrounded by. But I got a question for you guys. Thibodeau, do you think, and to piggyback off of Boogie's point with the whole, he's playing who the hot hand and whatnot, right? Do you think he's doing that because he knows that in this New York media, they're relentless when it comes to head coaches. Look at the last 4 or 5 head coaches. They have not had a long tenure here. Do you think that he's doing it knowing that be on the line, but
I don't believe that.
No, I'm just curious if his coaching methods.
The reason why I say that is because this is not his first time in New York. Remember, he was an assistant coach here. So
yeah, it's different being an assistant than it is to be the head coach.
But he knows what it takes to be here. You understand what I'm saying? He not only has he been a coach in other places, he's also been the GM too with Minnesota.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well for him.
It didn't. But you know what? He's here making a difference. You know, and
100%.
He had the reputation of not playing young guys, but guess what? Our oldest player is 29 years old, so he has no choice but to play young guys.
No, absolutely, I get it. 100%.
So he has to get the best of the young guys, and he's actually shedding off that persona that he don't want to play.
And hey, listen, it's working for him. You know,
That's
it's working for him. You know, and see how it goes.
I mean, listen, the longest tenure head coach that we've had here in the last 10 years is who? Jeff Hornacek, right? And now he's not even anywhere at the moment. I think we have a legit good coach who knows how to handle the media, who knows how to take care of these young guys, who knows what needs to be done, not necessarily to be a winning basketball team right now because the team is still so young, but to give them the fundamental tools to make them successful within the next couple of years.
But
he has respect around the league too.
That's
100%.
what it is.
And that's what we were saying. Listen, that goes a long way. Listen, as a key free agent, okay, and that's that. Listen, we'll talk about it that way. It's all about the free agents in the NBA now, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about free agents in the years past. These big guys, you think they want to come and play for, Fitzdale or like guys that are not coaches? I'm sorry, let's call it what it is. These guys are not coaches. Okay, right. You have a guy like Tom Thibodeau. He demands respect. You have players that want to play for him. Listen, Jimmy Butler did not want to. Jimmy Butler enjoyed playing under Thibodeau.
Yeah, but you know that was Thibodeau's first job. So I mean, like I said, every coach has to have a first stop. I mean, look at the guy in Toronto. The dude's killing right now.
100%, yeah.
He was a nobody prior to that, so you can't really go at they want to play for a coach, like they want to play for somebody who knows what they're doing.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying is like, does he bring relevancy? Does Thibodeau help in the free agent market now? Next year, there's a lot of key free agents coming out. You know what I'm saying? And they have a lot of money. Listen, the Knicks have money. Money is not one thing that they have boogie money. Okay, they have money.
You gotta introduce me to this guy.
They do have boogie money.
By the way,
David White money.
Yeah. By the way, this segment is brought to you by Boogie ATMs. Boogie ATMs, they're always full. Okay, so it's like
that's good. I like
that. Sorry. So listen.
To go back to Joe's point, though, I got to agree with Joe on this because let me tell you, New York is not an easy place to play. We all know this, no matter what the sport either. So you need somebody who's going to be able to take control of this system, take control of the players, not let the PR get involved, not let everything. If Tom Thibodeau seems to be that guy that can keep these guys in check and make this a successful basketball team, and I like that he's here with them. He's the only guy that we've had experience.
The thing that I like about it is he has no shame in sitting your ass down.
No, but that's the thing.
They make a mistake on defense, he calls timeout. He says, "All right, enough. If you don't want to play defense, go sit your ass down." That's what you need. You need for when you have a team filled with young players, you need a coach that's going to hold you accountable. You have a coach that's just going to be like, "All right, guys, I'm the coach, you're the players, but you guys make the rules. Go ahead, just go out and play schoolyard ball. You're not going anywhere." Like and someone just commented, the biggest difference is Thibodeau. He's not, again, short game, long game. He's looking at the long game. He's trying to build a team. He knows he knows what he took on. He's going to build a team. He knows he's going to add players little by little, and he's going to grow, the Knicks as a franchise. And I think this is the best move that, they've made in a very long time. I tell you one thing. He's definitely gonna put the pressure on the management to actually get somebody here. Hopefully it doesn't affect whatever young people or prospects that we do have that they're developing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, this is Randall's last year, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Last year. So now, do you re-sign him?
I mean, listen. If he produces the way he's producing right now, I mean, But again, here's the thing.
He's going to demand more money. No?
He's going to demand more money, 100%. But this is a typical sports player. Contract year. All right, let me play out. Let me get my money, and then I'll go back to being useless. And by the way, if Charles Schneiderman thinks I'm getting you an autographed RJ Barrett jersey, he is nuts.
Why aren't you selling like high end cars right now?
I'm selling Jeeps, my man, not Porsches and Lamborghinis.
Yeah, that's what I heard you selling. So why can't you afford to buy?
Nah, listen, I'll get you like an autograph like Hubert Davis jersey.
Joe, just get him a RJ Barrett jersey, and I'll write fucking RJ Barrett.
Come on, I need more ideas of what jersey Joe's gonna buy because this is ridiculous.
Oh, you know what? Then I want to autograph Scottie Pippen jersey.
So Richard Steele Phillips says that they let Elfrid Payton play too long yesterday. Didn't he have a really good game yesterday?
He
though?
did.
He was having an out of body. Like why he finally is shooting good? Would you want to sit him down?
Yeah,
like, you're probably never going to see this
he
again
went
for the rest of the season.
He went 12 for 16 yesterday and 3 for 3 at 3-pointers.
And they're trying to say that it's because he practiced the day before after the game after shitting it up, and now he went and practiced after the game. Now all of a sudden he's a shooting guru, bro. He's never going to do this again.
No,
okay?
no.
So let that man play.
Orlando was watching that game yesterday, like, wow, that's who we let go, you know, and then they realized, and then they're gonna watch tomorrow night, and I'm like, oh no,
it's one of those things where it's like where Klay Thompson had the 37 points in the quarter. Like you don't sit somebody out when they're not missing.
Yeah.
You just don't sit them out.
But Klay Thompson, I can see doing that again. I can't see Peyton playing that good again.
No, definitely,
Klay Thompson
definitely
not play
not
ever again.
Nah,
yeah, dude. You know what?
That's such a sad story.
It is. It really is a sad story, and it's just like that team. I don't know, man. There's something missing about them. There really is. I don't know what it is.
The Warriors?
Yeah, just we'll talk about that.
Thank you for having my back, Josh.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. On another day. Tonight we're focused in New York, but Boog, I got a question for you. I was reading the page earlier today when you actually posted that funny caption with the championship aspirations. Did it die with Dinwiddie's injury? Someone suggested that the Rockets had requested either Kyrie or Durant along with Dinwiddie for Harden. Now, my question to you is this: knowing that, because from what I was aware, it was not just that. There was plenty of draft picks and stuff like that. But had you known it was that combination, would you have shift out Kyrie Irving and Dinwiddie for Harden?
No.
I wouldn't either.
That wouldn't have worked, man. Because like I said, now you trade Dinwiddie, you trade Irving. Who's the point guard? You want to let Harden be the point guard?
I mean, listen. Realistically, Harden could run you the point, but the problem is that no one would ever see the ball.
That's the problem. So I'm saying, so do you really think that would work with this team? This team is great having somebody who could be
He's a facilitator. I still think that Kyrie shoots a little bit too much. Like I do. I think Kyrie shoots a little bit too much. I think when you have a pure you could call it what it is. Kevin Durant is probably one of the purest scorers we'll see in our lifetime. Okay? Correct. Call it what it is. He is one of the purest scorers we'll ever see. I think when you have a player like that on the team, the offense should flow through him. I'm not saying not to take your shot, but I think that Kyrie takes a little too many shots sometimes. And
have you watched their games?
Yeah.
Because not for nothing, when you have a point guard who has the threat of scoring,
it opens up the floor. It opens up the floor. 100%. I get that.
Does it look like Durant is struggling to get points? I mean, both of them are averaging like 20 points in a half.
Durant is never going to struggle to get points.
But that's my point. Like him shooting too much. Like who else is supposed to shoot? Like Durant's getting his shots. He's getting his shots. Not only is he getting his shots, look at everybody else. Harris is getting his shots. Dinwiddie is getting his shots.
Right, so hold on.
Got the green light. Like, what do you?
Hold on, I'm real quick, okay? So we're gonna look at this right now. So they played 3 games, right? You made a comment. So we're gonna look at game 1, okay? We're gonna look at game 1. We're gonna say, okay, so combined, just the starters combined, okay? They took 17 shots. Harris, Dinwiddie, and DeAndre Jordan. Okay, 17 shots for the game. Hold on. I'm just putting starters.
That dude doesn't shoot, bro.
I'm gonna put who do you want to add? Durant took 16 by himself. Irving took 16 by himself.
They're supposed to. They're the best 2 players on the team.
Listen,
You don't think that's supposed to be? How many shots did Karis LeVert take?
17. He took more than all of them.
More shots than them. He got the green light off the bench. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but that's a
The
six
other
man.
guys are role players.
Most of the time, Levert is coming in when those two are not on the. So that's. Yeah, you're gonna have that one guy off the bench. I get that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Those other people are role players. They're not supposed to take. What do you think? That everybody's supposed to take 8 shots a game?
Yeah.
Like, is that no? Are you kidding me? That's not how their team is made. There's teams that are like that.
Yo,
where they pass
like
the ball
okay,
around and there's
the
no-
Celtics game.
Got two greats on the-
The Celtics game. Okay, Irving took 21 shots. Okay, Durant 16. I mean, that's 37. That's 37 shots right between the two of them. The rest of the team total took 76,
Yes, but
and everyone
that game
played.
was
The
rather
whole
close.
bench played.
that game was rather close, wasn't
This
it?
is how I feel.
No, rather close. They won. They won
At
by
the beginning.
They,
I'm talking about
they
the
won by
beginning.
28.
No, not at the end. At the beginning, it was a rather.
You know,
close game.
yesterday the Hornets game. I'm just like, here's my thing. Like, I just think he's shooting a little too much. I mean, yesterday you had a bunch of guys that did not play. Levert came with 12 off the bench. But other than that, Harris shot a little bit more yesterday. He shot 12, but he had more. He chucked up a few more threes. He didn't have a great percentage. But Durant 15. Irving should not. Here's my thing. Irving should not be your leading shot taker every game. That should be Durant every time. Durant should be shooting the ball more than Irving. That's my thing. 6 assists is
At the
not.
end of the day, I'm pretty sure that Durant's going to be averaging more points than.
Yeah, wait till the end of the year because you also got to remember that first game they blew them out so much that Durant only played 20 minutes that game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and plus, they're going to be. They're not going to like go full ball with him until the end of the season. So you got to know that too. So if you're going to go like Kyrie Irving, has got to be the guy that's shooting the ball. I can't see that as a bad thing because he's not overshooting. Like, look at the
But Kyrie was a number 2 guy when he was with LeBron.
I hate to go off topic, but did you see that Rockets game versus the Blazers? You saw the Blazers passing the ball around, and McCollum and Dame Lillard were going back and forth. They were passing the ball around, but they were going back and forth shooting threes. Obviously, McCollum was open more, so he had more. But when James Harden was going down the court, he had 17 assists. But when he was going down the court, it was all Harden. That was it. Now that's somebody who shoots the ball a lot. That's the guy that you won on the Nets. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I don't want him on the Nets. I didn't want him on the Nets.
Irving taking too many shots. What do you think Harden's going to do?
No, Harden. I don't think the Nets. I don't think the Nets want Harden. I don't think the Nets need Harden.
Why do you think he's still in a Rocket uniform? Because
I think they're asking too much for him.
That much for somebody who's going to the ball offense.
I disagree. I think if the Rockets tempered what they were asking for, I think that trade would be made. I think they were asking for way too much because they know that they have nothing left. Like once they trade him, they have nothing else. So they're just trying to like poach a team.
Listen, Rockets still
they're
make
trying
the
to
playoffs,
Carmelo
though.
Anthony a team.
Rockets still make the playoffs though with Harden, Boogie, and John Wall. If you ask me,
100%. But John Wall, I don't know that combination of John Wall and Harden doesn't look too good so far.
That Wood kid is pretty good. Pause.
Yeah.
No, he did really well his last game. He had like 17 rebounds.
He's been playing well all season.
33
Absolutely.
points.
Now listen, again, it's early in the season. We'll see how it goes. We got, like I said, we got still the rest of baseball. We got baseball season coming up. We got hockey season coming up. We got NBA season. Just in the start. Yep. I believe Boogie got an announcement coming hockey.
No. I'm saying speaking of hockey because this is a New York show. Prayers to Henrik
Lundqvist. Yes. Prayers up to Henrik Lundqvist. Also, another, again, it's New York. He was from Rochester, New York. But condolences to the family of John Huber. He was a professional wrestler. Some people knew him as Brody Lee. Some people knew him as Luke Harper. Died.
Luke Harper?
Yeah. Tragically died the other day. Not COVID, but it was lung related. Some people are suspecting possibly cancer or something like that. Super young. I think he was like 41. Super young.
That's
prayers to his family. But guys, as you saw this morning on the live, we have so much coming your way in the 2021 from. I'm not doing it. By mistake, I am saying True to Sports. We are True to NY Sports. We are eventually branching out. The flagship is going to be True to Sports. We have a hockey show coming for you. We have a wrestling show coming for you. We have a morning drive show coming for you guys. We're filming pilots. We are definitely we're expanding. We love our audience. We think you guys have truly supported us, and we want to bring you content all day long to watch. So please make sure you subscribe. Follow us on all social media. We're gonna bring everything to you.
YouTube,
But
IG.
guys, listen, we're gonna sign off in a second. But tonight, last minute thoughts. Monday Night Football. Bills, really nothing to play for. They have a shot at the second seed.
Right.
That's really about it. The number 1 seed is locked up. They could win the second seed if they win tonight. They win out, and Pittsburgh loses next week against the Browns. Thoughts? 7 enough for the Patriots tonight?
Well,
Listen,
I told you it was 7. I put my money on the Bills tonight.
All right, money on the Bills.
As a side note, I definitely put my money on Memphis tonight, and then they're up 20-9 already. The game's on now.
Very nice.
Here's my thing with the Bills is that it depends on who they play, because regardless 2 and 3 seed, if you play the Colts, you're going to have a little bit of a problem. If you play the Browns, I think you have a nice win. So if you're the Bills, I'm aiming to play the Browns the first.
Well, listen. The NFC East, not for nothing. I mean, the AFC. One of these 5 teams is not making the playoffs. Either the Titans,
between the Ravens,
the Titans, the Browns, the Colts,
that's it,
and the Dolphins. One of those 5 teams are not making the playoffs yet. Someone from the NFC East is making it with a below 500 record. It's crazy. But guys,
it's not the first time.
No, definitely not the first time. Won't be the last time with the NFC East. Bunch of bums.
I was talking about